Hello, welcome to Boardgames with Niramas. I'm Joseph and I'm here today with Drako. It's time for us to play some Inuit, the Snowfolk. This is a game from Board and Dice from 2 to 4 players, 45 minutes to play. And we're going to do a gameplay run through here to show you how the game works and how it feels to be playing it. So, I am going to be the first player. The first player is whoever enjoys cold weather the most. I mean, Drako doesn't mind hot weather, so I guess it's me. I'm going to be the first player. And in this game, we're trying to build up an engine, basically, of cards. We're going to draft cards, put them in our sort of village here, and we're going to hunt. We're going to kill off some enemies. We're going to get some rites and spirits with our shamans, and you'll see how all that works as we keep playing. So, the first thing I do on my turn is I'm going to draw a card. There's a bunch of cards in this game, and there's also some different modules. I am playing here with some modules, like we have a great seal, normally only have the normal seal over there. And a few other things are in here as well, but not all of it. There is a take that or like a war module as well. I'm not using that. So the first thing I do on my turn is I draw a new card into the Great White, or whatever it's called. It's a Great Polar Bear, as you can see there. And he will give me 5 points if I hunt him. And it also says max 1 great polar bear per turn. It's the same with all these great ones, so the seal as well. So the next thing I can do is that I can scout, so I can draw another card if I want to. Now there's both benefits and, cons to doing that, because that also gives Drako more options when it's his turn if I don't take the card. It's a bit confusing, but if you look at these boards, we have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different sort of not factions, 7 different occupations that our villagers can have. And it says 0 on these, so the first time I played this I thought we started with 0 and everything, but that's just the points. So we do have, it's like we already have 7 villagers that we can use. So I am going to, so that's why I can scout if I want to, and I can scout 1 card because I have 1 scout. So I'm going to scout another card, put it into the Great White here, and it's a legendary what's it say? Axe Woman. And so this is 8 VP if you have the most scouts at the end of the game, but it's minus 4 VP otherwise. Well, it is minus 4, but then it's sort of plus 4 because you get 8 if you have the most scouts. So if you want to build on scouts, that's a good thing. And now, the second thing I do on my turn, after I draw a card, I scout. Now I get to choose one of these 7 roles or villagers and activate it. So if I wanted to get like this great polar bear, I would activate my bear hunter and I would grab the polar bear card. I would draft it from this display here. But I think I'm just gonna go with an elder. So that's adults and children, and that means I can take an adult or a child. Oh, this is a bit, there's like 4 tribes in the game. So like green and red, and then there's, purple and orange. So this Tanakau that I'm going to draft here, or sort of recruit to my village, she will be minus 2 points to me at the end of the game because she's not part of my, what's it called? Not like clan or whatever, my tribe. Yeah, basically my tribe. So I could get her now, I could use her for one of these roles, but then I kind of want to get rid of her if I can, because otherwise she will give me minus points at the end of the game. So I think I will put her out as an elder. And when you put out a villager as a role, you put it below this little board you have. So she is an elder, which means now I have 2 elders. So the next time it's my turn, I could recruit 2 people out there. And that was it for me. Now it is Drako's turn. He will draw a card into the Great White, and that's the Seagull, the Spirit of Wind. 2 VP for every polar bear. So if you get this one, you want to focus on also hunting a bunch of bears. Drako likes bears, but I don't know if he likes to hunt them really. But so Drako, do you want to scout? I don't think Drako wants to scout. There's a bunch of good stuff out here, and I think Drako, he's going to scout. He's going to get 1 more card, and there we go. Wow, he found a red character. So this is good for me. If I have, regardless of who has this in a 2 or 4 player game, 2-4 player game, I will get 2 points. If someone has this red Amanquaco, I don't know how to say this, in their village, because I'm the red player. So in one way, Drako sort of don't want to get him, but on the other hand, he needs people, right? So I think Drako's going to go the same route as I'm doing. He's doing elders as well. He's getting this guy here into his village. And then it's back to me. And so on my turn, I will draw a card. And let's see, we got a green one. This is sort of Draco's guy. So Drako does, wants someone to take this. But let's see, so I can now... well, I guess... Yeah, I guess because I'll do Elder action again. I get 2 recruits this time. I think I will take this green person. And I will put him as a seal trapper. And then I will also take this child. That is of the orange and purple village. The childs are always of 2 different, well, I can't really see it there. 2 different tribes. Because, for some reason the tribes always get kids together. I don't know. They're in war at the same time. I don't know. Anyhow, I'm going to get this child. And the child works in the same way, sort of for using it for doing actions, but it's only 1 point, plus or minus, depending on if it's of the right tribe or not. It's kind of racist, this game, I think. And there are some issues with this game thematically that I will talk about a bit later when it shows up. So I think I'll put this one as a... I'll put it as a shaman. Okay, so the child becomes a shaman. And that was my turn. Draco's turn. He's pulling out a card. Oh, that's a green one. He wants that one. Okay, so he's going to recruit. So he's going to use his Elder. And he's going to get this green. And I think since he can see that I went for seals, I think he will go for bears. Yeah, Draco likes bears. So that's a bear hunter. And also he has 2 Elders, so he can get 2 cards. So he will get this legendary axe woman. That's a character as well, even though we don't see the character, we only see the axe basically. And this is a scout, so he can't put this anywhere he wants. This has to be a scout. And now Draco wants to get the most scouts for the end game, because then he will get +4 VP basically. So that was Draco's turn. Back to me. I will draw a card, and that's a child. Oh, that's a red and orange child. So that's sort of from my tribe. I'll have half of it. So I do want to get that one, but I think I want to do something else now. I'm going to do seal trapping. So I'm going to use my seal trappers, which is 1 + 1, so that's 2. And with that, I'm going to be able to grab 2 seals from out here. So the normal seal, and these we can just slide under like this. It's a bit tricky to film this because it's of these, boards. And then I will get the great seal. Now I can only get 1 great seal per turn, but this is 3 points instead of the 2 that the normal seal was for me. So I have 2 seals here, and that's going to be points for me at the end of the game. So that was my turn. Back to Draco. He's going to draw a card, and that's a purple character, or male character, I think. Yeah, I think Draco is going to scout. He has 2 now, he can scout for 2. So he gets the rites of clear sight. And this says that each player who has more spirits and rites in the village than are in yours discards 1 spirit. So this is sort of a take that card in some ways. You will only take this if that means that your opponent will discard a rite or spirit. And he can scout for 2, so he can keep going. And that's a seal. Oh, he doesn't like that. That's good for me, since I do have sort of the seal hunter, seal trapper focus. But I think Draco is going to use his Elder to do a recruit action. He's going to take this purple. And there's only 1 bear out. So he's going to... Yeah, okay. He's going to do the warrior. This is going to become a warrior. So now he has 2 warriors. You'll see how that works soon. And then he'll take the child as another Elder, I think. So now... Well, that's a red one. Yeah. Okay, so that was Draco's turn. My turn, I have to draw a card. Another Orca. So we could go into whaling. But I could get the seal, but it's only 1. Or the seagull out here, by the way. This is a spirit. 2 VP. Yeah, we talked about that. 2 VP for every polar bear. Draco wants that one for sure. But you know what? I think... Yeah, I think I'm just gonna take the seal. It's 1. I'm not gonna scout, by the way. I could. Oh, wait, I should scout if I find another seal. Yeah, I'm gonna scout. And that's another orca there. Okay, so I'm gonna hunt some seals or trap some seals, and that's more points for me. Then it is Draco's turn. He's going to get 1 new card into the Great White, and that's another seal. There we go. And I think now Draco realized that if he's going for bears, he should get the seagull, because there's 2 VP for every polar bear. Yeah, so he's going to do the shaman action, and then he can take a spirit or a rite. And he only has one shaman, so he gets one, so he gets the seagull out here. And these are put here at the top, just like, you know, other things you get, like a game and so on. And that was Draco's turn. My turn, I will draw a card, another seal. Okay, I'm gonna go seal trapping again. I'm grabbing both of these seals, because I do have 2 seal trappers. I'm just gonna, you know, go all in on the seal hunting. You can stack these on top of them, it doesn't matter. Okay, so that was, I didn't scout. Draco's turn, he draws a card. That's a child, that once again is a red and purple child. Huh. Okay, well, he's gonna scout. He's gonna scout for 2. So another polar bear and the sawfish. This is 1 VP for every seal. So that's something I want to get. That's a spirit. Oh, that's a lot of points for me. And I have 2 shamans, so I could grab 2 spirits or rites on my turn. But it's Draco's turn. What is he going to do? He could get 2 bears, I guess. That's good. That's 5 plus 4. That's 9 points with his bear hunters. So he's grabbing both of these. Put them up here. And then it is my turn. I'll draw a card. And that's another seal. I am going to scout, though. I want to find something else. Oh, a red child. Oh, and that's a red child. So I'm going to do my elder action. Even though I want the sawfish, 1 VP for every seal. I don't think Draco's going to take that. So I think he could hate draft it, but I'm going to get these red childs here. So I'll do my elder action, which means I can recruit 2. Since I have 2 elders, I'll take both of these. And now let's see. I think I'll put 1 as a warrior. I haven't done any fighting yet, but it's going to come. And then I'm going to put 1 as a whaler. There's a lot of orcas out here, so why not? So, Draco's turn. He draws a card, and that's a green child. That's interesting for him. And I think he's going to scout for 2. So, a red and purple, red or orange child, and a green and red child. Okay, so Draco's going to do his elder action. He can recruit 3. So he's going to grab all these children here and put them to work in his village. He's going to go for another warrior, I think, and another shaman. And I think he's going to go into whaling as well. He doesn't want to let me have all the whales. So that was Draco's turn. Back to me. And there's a orange and purple child. Okay, so now I'm going to do whaling. So I have 2 whalers. So I'll take 2 of these orcas. That is a total of 6 points from those. That's 3 points each. And I'll put them under here. If you have an upper room, you can just put them like Draco is doing up here. But anyhow. So Draco's turn. He's going to draw a card. That's a red and purple child. And then he's going to scout for 2. That's another orca. And a great orca. Okay, but Draco is invested in whaling. So he's going to take the great orca, which is 4 points. So it's a little bit better than the normal ones. And 1 normal. And that is Draco's turn. So it goes really quick like this, back and forth. My turn, I will draw a card. And that's a green and purple child. Okay, now I'm going to do the action that I talked about earlier that is a bit morally questionable and weird in a way. We're playing a game for fun and I don't see why we would be doing this. But anyhow, I'm going to do the warrior action. I have 2 warriors. That means I can take 2 characters from out here and kill them, basically. What the game says is that, like, I take this child, which it's so absurd that you're killing children, but so I take like these 2 children here, well, not the red one, these 2, and I take their weapons. So I flip them over, and that is going to be 2 weapons for me, which is 1 point each. So that's 2 points that I slide in here with the warrior place. And I don't see why they I don't know. I just think that's a bit, you might think I'm silly, but I think that's a bit weird. Yeah, okay. So that was my turn, Draco's turn. He's going to draw a card. I think the game is fun, you know, gameplay-wise, so. And a seal, he's going to scout, draw 2 more. That's a green child, that's good for him. And another green child, wow. I did shuffle, but okay. So Draco's going to do his elder and get all of these 3 children here, which one of them is red, which I kind of like. I think, you know, he wants to have the most scouts for this bonus, the legendary. So he's going to get make 2 of the children become scouts. And one is going to become another whaler, so we can, do some really good whaling there. Okay, so that was Draco's turn. My turn, I'll draw a card. And the right of clear sight is the same as that one. So if I take that, if I do the shaman action, I could take this. And since Draco has one right or spirit in his village, and I don't have any, he has to discard one, which is 2 VP for every polar bear. So that could be a way for me to stop him. I'm going to scout for another card. Oh, that's a legendary leader. This is an elder. And this says 8 VP if you have the most Inuit, with the most people in your village. Or otherwise it's -4. So Draco has 2 elders right now, but I could go really heavy into elders. The problem is if I do that, if I want to get this, I have to do an elder action to recruit this elder, the legendary leader. And I can have 2, but I can only grab 1 card. There's nothing else out here for me. I don't think that's fun. I'm just gonna go for the seals, seal trappers, grabbing 2 seals here. Yeah, that's good. This is points. This is 4 points in this turn for me, like that. And then, okay, this is getting a bit tricky here with all the cards. Draco's turn. He's going to draw a card, of course, and that's a green person. And then he's going to scout, and he can scout for 4 if he wants. He can do it 1 by 1. So we'll scout for 1. That's a great seal. 2, that's the right of change. You can move 2 Inuit in your village to other occupations. That's pretty good. You can move them around. Okay, 3, that's an orca. And he'll just do 4, and that's a polar bear. Okay. So, what does he want to do? What do you want to do, Draco? I think he will do the shaman action. He has 2 shamans. So he's going to take the sawfish, which is 1 BP for every seal. Now he's basically doing that to block me from having it. And then I also think he will grab this right of change, so he can move 2 Inuit in his village to other occupations. And I think he's going to... He's not really going to go into the warrior thing. He's going to move these over to the seal trapping, because now he is more interested in getting seals, because he gets extra points for them. So that was Draco's turn. Back to me. I'll draw a card, and that's another seal. I'll scout for 1, and that's an orca. Oh, I only have 2. Oh, I can only do 2 for whaling, but there's a great seal out there. So let's do the seal trapper, the great seal and the normal seal. Why not? And that's just gonna be more points for me. Like that. So Draco is drawing a card, and that's the right of fertile game. So this says that each player who has more game cards in their village than you have basically discards a game card. And game was a bit confusing for me as a Swede as well, but game are animals, like animals that you hunt. So seals, bears and whales are game. I think for a lot of English people that's obvious. Anyhow, so I think Draco will do his shaman action again, so he can grab 2 cards. He's going to get the right of fertile game. That's 1 point as well. And that means that since I have more game than he has, I definitely have that. I have to get rid of 1. But the thing is, I can just get rid of 1 normal seal then out of the game. I'm not going to choose the great seal. I guess I get to choose. It says, yeah, it sounds like that on the card. And then the other one he's going to get is this. He's going to get the right of clear sight. Nothing's going to happen because Draco has more rites and spirits than I do. But it's a 1 point. That's a point as well. So, okay, so my turn. New card, and that's a purple person. And a scouting. And that's another purple. And as crazy as it is, now I am going to do my warrior action. I have 2 warriors, so I can sort of take these people's weapons, as it's called in the game. But yeah, I'll put them there. And then it is Draco. He's going to draw 1. There's a red one. And of course, if Draco had warriors, he wants to kill the red ones, basically, because those will give me points. But he is going to scout. He can scout for 4, so that's another red. Ooh. And now the problem is, if Draco keeps drawing cards, he might set it up for me. That's the interesting thing in this game. So I think he's going to stop. He's going to do the whaler action, so he can grab all these 3 orcas right here. and hunt those. And my turn, I'll draw a card, and that's a great polar bear. But you know what, I'm going to recruit. I'm going to do the elder action, get 2 red people, that's perfect. And I want to do some bear hunting as well. I'll put them in the polar bear or the bear hunter slot here. So then Draco's turn, he gets the legendary archer, and this is a seal trapper, 8 VP. It's the same with all these 8 VP if you have the most seals. Oh, Draco does not want to let me have that one, because I have the most seals for sure. But if he takes it, he gets -4. So the best thing he can do here is to kill it. But he only has 1 warrior now because he moved away from the warriors. But I think he's going to do that. He can't let me have this. He's going to do a warrior action and kill that off. And he gets 1 point for that weapons basically that he took. So my turn, I get to draw a card as a purple person. I scout for a orange Inuit. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do some polar bear hunting then. I can grab 3, but I'm gonna go get this great polar bear, this normal polar bear. I have so many points here in the game cards. My hunting is going really well. So Draco's turn. He's going to draw 1, and that's a green child. He's gonna draw 1 more for scouting, and that's the Arctic Wolf, 2 VP for every weapon. So that's really, I mean, that makes the weapons worth 3 points instead. Okay, he's gonna grab 1 more for scouting here, and that's the Rite of Inspiration. And draw 3 cards from the deck and add them to the Great White, and that's 4 points, but it adds more cards here if you grab that one. I think Draco's gonna stop. He's going to do his elder action. He can get 3 people, so a green child, a green person, and I guess a purple person. Like, the purple person will give Draco -2, right? But he doesn't give anyone else the plus point because we don't have a purple player. And I think he will get some warriors again. He's kind of regretting not having those, and he'll beef up the bear hunting as well. So it's my turn. I draw a card, and that's the Rite of Fertile Game. So that's the one where, if Draco has more game than me, he will have to discard 1, but I do have more now. I don't care about that really. I'm gonna scout for another one, and that's a seal. Okay, I'm gonna do the shaman action for the first time, so I can grab 2 rites or spirits. I'm going to grab the Arctic Wolf, 2 VP for every weapon. And I'll grab the Rite of Clear Sight. Since Draco has more spirits and rites than me, he will have to discard 1. So he'll just discard 1 of these, that is 1 point. It doesn't bother him that much. Then Draco's turn, and he is going to draw a Great Orca. And he's gonna scout, so let's see, another Orca, ooh. And the Walrus, 2 VP for every warrior. Oh. Okay, so let's see, he draw 1, 2, 3, he can draw 2 more, so that's a great seal. Yeah. Well, the seals are the most valuable ones. No, the Orcas are more valuable. Okay, so Draco's gonna do his whaling action. He's gonna grab both of these Orcas right here. And it's my turn, but I think I'm going to stop right here. I think you got a good idea now of how the game runs. I'm not going to do a full playthrough. There's more than half of the cards left here. At the bottom here, we have a system. So we shuffled in randomly, let's see where it is here, the Polar Nightfall card. And so when that comes up, we both get 1 more turn, basically. So that's how the game ends, the game end trigger. And whoever has the most points at the end of the game is the winner of Inuit, the Snowfolk. I think it's pretty fun. I think it's pretty cool. I like this sort of drafting cards, building up your engine, getting more and more cards all the time. The theme, as I said, is a bit weird. I don't know if I like that. I mean, the whole killing children thing. But anyhow, this is a cool game, I think, and thank you so much for watching this run through. Have a great evening or morning, or whenever you're watching. Take care. Bye-bye.
Breathe in. Look into these eyes. Subscribe to the channel. Now, exhale.